Good evening, to all my viewers out there. I'd just like to say sorry for not putting a podcast out lately. Just haven't been too well. With this medical conditions that I've got, haven't really not been too good. But anyway, that's not all your problems. That's my own personal issues. I'd like to come back to South African politics here in South Africa and esteemed President Mr. Ramaphosa and this ANC period that we're living under. We had apartheid, now we've got ANC hate, which I have discussed before. But this ANC it's time for them to enough footsack, really. They must go now. They're killing us. Why do I talk like this? Because Mr. Ramaphosa has not got the South African citizens at heart. And he thinks of himself, and he's that disgusting party of theirs, the ANC. It's all their countries, that's all their buddies and connections and family members, to see what they can rake out. And I can prove it by a simple thing. We talk about the size of our of our member of parliaments in this country, because all these too many members of parliament, too many deputy presidents. Now let's get down to the deputies. I say there's no problem if an MP needs a deputy. By all means, you can have as many as you like, as long as he pays that deputy's salary and incentives. Must come from that guy, because that person, in other words, is not capable of doing his own job. So if he's incapable of doing his own job, so he should, first of all, he should not be in that position. But you know who puts him there? Mr. President. Our president decides who's going to be the minister of this or minister of that. So at the end of the day, as if the cost should not come to the South African citizens, it should come to that minister. If he needs a deputy, then he must pay for that deputy. He must pay for his medical aid and his motor car and his house and all the rest of it, and all the other incentives that come with his position as a deputy. Another thing, if Ramaphosa had even a slight inkling towards the South Africans, the first thing he should be doing is say, fair enough, you can have a deputy, but on one condition. What would that condition be? That deputy cannot come from the same political party as what you are under. In other words, if you're an ANC minister and you've been given a position, or EFM minister, or whatever, doesn't matter, DA or whoever, your deputy has to be from another political party. It has to be from another political party. That way, we've got eyes on you there 24/7. We've got a set of eyes on you, because now it's like having the enemy sitting right next to you, watching your every move. That is why I said Ramaphosa he's got no clue on how to run a country. He's got no clue on how to run anything. I don't think he could run a car wash. That thing. He's an idiot. He's a freaking fool. He's incapable of anything, actually, to be very honest. Another thing too, all your other political parties out there, this thing with you wanting to buddy up to the ANC, it must come to a frigging end now. This thing that as soon as you get given a position in the GNU, then all of a sudden you become a manservant to the ANC. This is nonsense. When are we going to have a political party that's going to have enough balls, knaters, whatever you want to call them, to stand up and say, listen, yeah, we're coming into you. Thank you for inviting us to be, for example, Minister of Agriculture or whatever. But just remember one thing. Yeah, this is where we draw the line. I am not your manservant. I'm here to do a job, and I will do it according to my political party's ways. We will not dance to your tune, Mr. Ramaphosa. Make that very clear. You've got to stand up and say, I belong to Party X. I'm not part of this political party that happens to was voted in as the leader of the country. So, screw that. No more. From now on, all deputies have to be from a different political party, and all the political parties that are there sitting in the GNU that do not belong to the ANC, you cannot become a manservant to the ANC. Do I make myself frigging clear? Have you got that? Have you got that in your head now? For you that don't understand that, I will get somebody to come in interpret into Zulu for you if you have to, or Xhosa or whatever. But this message has to go out there and get, because this country has to start coming right now. And the only way we can get it right is by shaking that frigging GNU up. The GNU used to come, GNU has to come to the party now. They have to start counting for them, be held accountable for their positions, totally. And that knucklehead that's running our country, it's time for him to put that gold, herd his cows or whatever he's done before, and go count his money there out of his couch or whatever he does after hours, and smoke bobby on twok or whatever it is that he does. But he's not a bloody leader's arse, I can tell you that much. If he was on my side, when I was a manager, he would have been the first thing I would have thrown away. I would have discarded it. I would have got rid of it very quickly. Immediately, I would have given them marching orders and told you, you take your pie and you vote with my side, boy. Duck, stick. I'm a now. Anyway, you people must please have a pleasant evening further. And remember, us at the solution, we are only looking for the solution to our country, not to all of, we know we've got all the problems, but we need to start coming up with more solutions. So anybody else out there that's got any idea of some ideas of how we can come to a solution to get this country back on the right on the right track, please don't be shy to share your opinions with me. By all means, put it at the bottom there by the opinions, and I will definitely look at it. And then if I like it, I promise you I will broadcast, and it will be on your name though. I won't take the credit for it. Thank you very much. Please have a pleasant evening further. I love you all. Good night, all my fellow viewers out there. Thank you so much for all the support, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Lisa, can you close for me, please, Pumpkin?
Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening and watching The Solution. Take care and God bless. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Have a good evening further. God bless.